Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to join me today and see how I'm getting on with my project pan. I just want to quickly say for last video, which was the intro that I filmed on the 1st of January, or I filmed it just after and started the products on the 1st of January. Accidentally, in the list of products in the description box, I didn't list the Essence lip liner, and I've now updated that, so it was 31 products we were starting with, not 30. So I just wanted to let you know that. Yeah, so I know it's not been very long. It's actually the 16th today, so it's been about 2 weeks, and I've worn makeup every day except 3 days when I had a really bad migraine. So it's sort of 13 days worth of wear, so it's not a full month by any stretch, but I really wanted to do the update because I have finished a couple of products and I just wanted to get an update done because I'm just so excited about the project. It's going so well, and also because there might be some months when I can't necessarily film, and so I was hoping to do at least 10, preferably 12 updates throughout the year on the project, so it's an average of once a month, if that makes sense. So I think where we should probably start is my goals for last month. I'm going to make more of an effort to go through the goals with you, but if you check the description box, I have a little dash, it's like a curly dash that's next to the products which I want to have finished by the next update, and there's also a star next to the products that have moved sections since the last update. So if it's something that's gone from using up to being finished, or using up to being thrown, or being added in when it wasn't before, anything that's new in that section will have an asterisk star next to it. So let's start with the goals. So last month I put 4 little dashes in, and I wanted to finish these 4 products, and I've managed to finish 2 of them. So this is the Formula Absolute Ultimate Day Cream by M&S. We were here where there's that nail polish line, and I completely finished that up. So I think I got about 3 uses out of that, and although that's not like a huge challenge, I did need some encouragement to remember to use that night cream, so I'm really glad it was in the project. And like I said in the intro, I wanted to put in some products that would give me that kickstart, so I can at least do a little bit of achieving to start with, because initially when you first start, obviously you're not going to be finishing products left, right and centre for the first few months. This is the Hey Honey Good Morning Honey Silk Facial Serum. We were there where that Sharpie marker is there, and that is now finished. So that is something, I think I got that in the M&S Beauty calendar, not 100% sure, 2016, not 17, the Christmas Advent calendar. And yeah, I've really enjoyed that. So this is the Scrub of Your Life by Soap&Glory. I reckon for me, over my surface area, this will probably do me for like 2, maybe 3 max scrubbing sessions. So I really do think I can have that finished up by the next update, and I haven't used it at all, so that's still going to have a dash next to it. I still aim to use that use it up by the next update, but what I need to do is move it into my bathroom, because I've been keeping it in my box with my project pan stuff, which I keep on my dressing table, which has been a massive help in encouraging me and reminding me to use them. I know it probably sounds like a really simple, straightforward tip that probably everyone already knows about, but last year I kept my stuff in a drawer because I don't really like things on display that very much, and this year I'm going to keep them out in the box because it's really helping me. So yeah, that's still going to be one that I want to use for next update. Then you're probably all like, I hope you're all like sighing with me. I hope you're all exasperated with me because I feel the support and love, and I'm hoping to have it for this. I have used this Avon lip gloss, so I've got 2 of the same Avon lip gloss, although they're not the same. They're both in Darling Pink, but this one's more neutral and the other one's a bit more metallic, and the other one is a bit more pink. I've only used the pink one once, and because it went better with the eye look I had that day. And as I say, this is 13 days worth of wear, so this has had 12 days wear in it of me putting on and topping it up and using it and carrying it in my pocket, etc, etc, and it's still here. Like, I cannot believe it. I'm so shocked. Like, there you go. I'm going to take the stopper out soon, and that is not losing its dash. I'm going to use this I feel like I'm going to lose subscribers because it's going to get to the point where people are like, yeah, you keep saying you're going to have that finished by next update, Kelly, but yet you haven't. So I can only apologise to myself and to the padding community and to YouTube. Not that anyone cares that much, but yeah, this I'm going to have finished up by the next update. And when pigs fly, So that's the 4 that I had goals for last time. Now I'm just going to show you the stuff which I can actually show you some progress that's actually markable or viewable, if that makes sense. So this is the Vitamin E Refreshing Toning Mist. I was here for last update and now I'm here. Look how professional and good I am at getting things marked. I'm really improving, I feel. If you feel I'm improving, thumbs me up. So yeah, we're down here now. I do enjoy this a lot. It's a just refreshing sort of toning mist. I also have the hydrating mist, which is a good sort of over the top of your skin makeup in place of, say, MAC Fix Plus, much more affordable. So yeah, this is going well, so that's the progress there. I've got really great progress on this. Let's put some on now. There we go. So this is the River Island Eau de Toilette, and I've gone from this mark to this mark. So really good progress there. And should I say it? Yeah, I'm gonna aim to have that finished up by next update. Why not? I've been working religiously on my All About Bronze palette for Makeup Revolution. And as you can see, I've expanded the pan in this one and I've now hit pan in this one. This one also has like a little sort of hole in it, so I don't know if that is going to pick up on camera and whether that means I'm going to sort of hit pan soon. It's not really picking up, but yeah, I'm doing well there. I'm panning these 5 pans around here, not this one. I am intending on using that, but it needs to be an eyeshadow and it's a huge eyeshadow, so that's not in the project. So these are the 5 pans, and I don't think I'm going to have any of them finished up by the next update. I'm really tempted. I've got like an empty blush thing, palette container packaging from an e.l.f. blush that I panned last year in Candid Coral, and I'm really tempted to dig this one and this one out and repress them. These two, I don't see how I can repress them because they're baked. Please let me know in the comments if you know whether you can repress baked shadows or any tips to repress baked shadows, then let me know. But I would usually just mix them all together, so I really like to just mix them all together and repress them, so I'm thinking about doing that. I also have a good dent in my Makeup Academy Pro Base Matte Satin Pressed Crappy Powder. So here it is here. I'll try and show you before pictures wherever possible. You've probably noticed I've been doing that already. And I've got like a dent in the centre. I'm focusing my brush localised to the centre, because I'm only using it to set my crease up to my brow bone before applying shadow, and because I don't like this powder and I'm not aiming to finish it up. For this powder I'm only aiming to hit pan before it's decluttered at the end of the year. For my bronzer palette, I want those 5 pans finished up. For the toner I want it finished up. Yeah, for all the other products I've mentioned so far I want them finished up. So Essence the lip liner, so the one that managed to evade the description box last month. I have made progress. Here it is. So that from here to here. So while we're here, I might as well show you the MAC pencil. I've made progress from here to here. So that is going well. I've got that in my waterline and lash line today. So that's that. So there I've got visible progress. And here's a before picture of my MAC Studio Finish concealer. This is where we are now. I'm going to aim to have that finished up by next update. Now I know that's a big feat because I was working on this all last year, but I've worked out, because it takes me apparently this long to work things out, that I can actually use it to tidy up around my brows. I don't necessarily feel I need that step, but I probably need it equally, if not less, as much as I need this for covering blemishes around my neck, which is what I use this for. And this is really old. I just really want it gone. So I'm going to use that for tidying up my brows, and I'm going to try and have that finished by next update. I have quite a bit of progress to show you on this lip balm. It's the Nivea Macadamia and Vanilla, is it? Yeah. What do you think I'd know by now? It was in last year's project all year, as I'm sure you know if you are avid royal watchers. So this has got a lot of progress on it, and I'll show you before picture. And I've been using it every single night on my lips and obviously, and then before I apply my makeup as well. And I used a little bit on my feet and heels this morning. That was left as a tip, thank you, you know who you are. And I did try that a little bit last year and then just stopped doing it, and I don't really know why, so that's going to help me finish that up a little bit quicker. I think I've decided I don't like potted lip balms, only if like I need to buy a really medicated one, like for serious problems would I get it, but a stick one that I keep in my car is much more convenient for me to use. Now to show you some products that are going out the project. Let's get those out of the way, actually take a little break from stuff we're using up. This vitamin C, the Body Shop SPF 30, I just literally cannot use this. I used it, here we are, where last update, I'd forgotten why I'd stopped using it, and I used it once and remembered. My face sweats underneath this. It is so horrible. Like, I've heard people say that foundation feels really heavy, and I've never really understood that concept. Even when I used Trial Double Wear, I can't understand I couldn't understand the feeling they were describing until this. You can literally feel this sitting on top of your skin. It's so unpleasant. And not only that, but it kind of suffocates. Your skin feels like it's suffocating to the point where even if you're not hot, for me, even when I'm not hot, I'm sweating underneath it, and it's just horrible, really horrible. I'm putting that in the bin, and I would never purchase that again. It takes a lot for me to chuck away a product, but that I cannot use. The Snog Senseless lip balm, I love this lip balm. I would certainly consider repurchasing that. It was a gift from my sister-in-law Leah, but unfortunately I think it's just due to age. It's got crystals in it, it's got hard balls of something in it. It kind of feels like gritty on the lips, and I can't get down with that, so those two are being decluttered. So they're the first two casualties of the project. Now to get back onto some products that I can show you some progress on. The Avon Footworks foot spray. I've literally been using this for the sake of using it, because of my project, and I'm down to here. I'm not sure if it's this, so I'm going to carry on using it, but twice now I've had this situation where my feet just start to itch uncontrollably, and I've never experienced anything like it. And I can only imagine it's this, but I'm not 100%. So if it does turn out to be that, then that is going to have to go. But at the minute, I'm going to keep it in the project because it's going well. My EMITE Diamond Heart Base Primer is lovely. I'm absolutely gutted. I finally found a face primer I like. I couldn't understand why people use primers. I'm not really a primer person, but this primer is really beautiful. I went on the internet to try and find it, and it's not easy at all to find, and not cost effective in the UK anyway. So I can't repurchase it. In all honesty, I just can't. I think there's people that have been getting these in glossy boxes that's selling on eBay. I don't know how long they've been open for, how old they are, and they're charging an extortionate price for them. Yeah, it's not something I'm going to buy, but I really like it. It really helps my foundation not to settle into my smile lines, and it really provides like a sticky base for my foundation to go on top of, which is lovely. It does what I want a primer to do. I don't want a primer to hydrate me, because that's what a moisturizer's for, and my sweat and spray afterwards. I don't want a primer to mattify me, because I don't have oily skin. I just want it something that's going to help the finish of my foundation to be better, my foundation to go on easier, and that's what this does, and I really like it. And the progress is going well, so I'm going to be sad actually when that's gone. I have used a couple of times this Ultra Sun Face Anti-Aging Sun Protection for very sensitive skin. This, I'm surprised, is an anti-aging. They're marketing this as anti-aging, because as soon as I started using it, I realised it smelled really strongly of alcohol, and alcohol is not something you want to be putting on aging skin, or on your skin if you want to prevent aging. And it's literally ingredient 2 in the list, so it really puts me off using it, and I'm just debating whether or not now to declutter it or not. It does sit lovely under makeup, and it absorbs really quickly. It's no greasiness to it. It's fabulous for those things, but alcohol is not something I want to be putting regularly onto my face. Nevertheless, I'm not going to declutter it yet. I'm still going to consider it in the project, although I've not been using it because it's been extremely cloudy. It actually snowed this morning, and it's just, I don't really need it. I really don't need it. So this is the de-cluttering Harmony Calm Relaxing Milky Gel Cream for eyes. I've gone from here to here, and I've used that morning and night every day for the whole 16 days. So yeah, really pleased with the progress on that, and I do really love it. This is the Flexitol Cuticle and Nail Cream. I've got, is that gonna stay on? Yeah, I've marked it with nail polish. I've gone from there to there, and that's going well. I really should put some on now, so I'm going to pause this and put some on. So yeah, I'm going to continue to use that. I've got some on now. My hands and my nails and my cuticles and everything related from the wrist that way is just horrendous at the minute. I've got some cream to collect later, for some steroid cream for my dermatitis on my hand. I literally have the hands of like a 70-year-old. I can't even wear polish at the minute. It's dire. Enough whinging. So yeah, some of that is on. And then for the Listerine, shut up phone, which is sticky and needs a washing, I've gone from here to here. So I used that this morning, going slowly but going surely. And I think that's everything that was already in the project. I'm going to show you now the products I'm adding in, but I'm just going to check my list and make sure I haven't missed anything. So the only products I haven't talked about so far are the ones that I can't really show progress on. I've been a really good girl with these powder products. I've used my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette every day, and I am adding the third pan into the project. So initially it was these two pans that were in the project. I found that I can actually quite easily just go over all three, and so why miss this one out, and it doesn't really make that huge of a difference. I've got it on today on the high points of my face, so I'm going to add in the last one, which is dim light, and I'm just going to use all three. So let's see what progress I can make throughout the year. Seems a little bit excessive to have 3 pans of highlighter in a project, but these are ambient lighting powders by Hourglass. They're very soft, and so it's possible, and so my aim is to get as much use out of them as possible, not necessarily to finish the pans. So I'll just show you where we are now. I think there's little point giving you a before picture. I did take one, but there's little point editing that in because you won't be able to see progress, and to be honest, it wasn't really close up enough. It wasn't that great a picture. The other one I've been using religiously is the two blushes in the centre of this Makeup Revolution blush palette. So here we are now. Again, I've got a before picture, and there's little point showing you them because the size of my brush means I'm not going to get like a dent in the middle this early on. And this is the Blush Goddess blush, so that's been no progress to show you, but that has been used every single time I do my makeup, and I'm really going for it. I've got it on today. I'm literally going into each of the pan twice each, so I'm going in over like 4 swipes, if that makes sense, of the 2 pans to get this much blush on. The MAC Painterly Paint Pot, used every single time I've done my makeup, but you wouldn't see progress, not until I hit the bottom. And then the ColorTattoo by Maybelline On and On Bronze, I've rehydrated that with some Fix Plus. So I have got a picture from last time, but it's not going to be relevant because I've rehydrated it and then mixed it around. So that's where we're looking at the minute. The Rimmel 25 Hour Foundation I've used every single day that I've done my makeup, and the formula's too thick to show you even with the light shining through how much is left. I use half a pump of this and half a pump of this one to make the right colour, which I have on today. So I might as well add this into the project because I'm going to have to use it in equal measure to this. So it's the shade Light Porcelain in the same foundation as this one, which is Ivory. So that's 2 more things added in, the third pan in the Hourglass palette, and another foundation to make this the right shade. I'm also going to add in my Body Shop Vitamin C Energizing Face Mist, just because I use every day something over the top of my makeup to not necessarily set it, but just to make it look more natural and sort of mesh everything together, make it look cohesive. Some YouTubers love that word, so cohesive. And so yeah, I'm adding that one in for that because my MAC Fix Plus is just really not that old. I'm also adding in this Superdrug Naturally Radiant Brightening Day Cream SPF 15 just to replace the Body Shop one that's being decluttered, and because I just find the concept of using a potted cream too old is really gross. So that's where we are at the minute with that. And with the Body Shop face mist, I haven't marked it yet, so I'll mark it as soon as we're done here. I did say in my intro video that if there were any products that I meant to put in that I completely forgot about, that I would do so and mark them, and that's this one. So this one was always supposed to be in from 1st of January, and I marked it shortly after making the last video and I realised I'd forgotten to mention it. So this is being added in, and I've already got progress to show you from here to here. Now I've heard this is MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, which I love this concealer. It's not my shade, but neither's NW15. I'm like an NW17.5, which doesn't exist, but I really love this concealer, and with it being high end, I just want to make sure I get use out of it. It's definitely more than 6 months old, but works absolutely fine for me. With this concealer, I've had a lot of people say that their biggest gripe with it is the packaging, and that they can't get the pump to dispense a tiny bit of product. I know how to do that, and I've got a technique which dispenses a really tiny amount of this product, so I'm going to make a video on that. It's going to be a really short tips video, but I just hear it a lot, and I imagine people probably search for it a lot, so rather than just shoving it in the middle of this video, I'm going to make a separate video on how you dispense a tiny amount of this concealer. So if you're interested to know that, keep your eyes out for it. And then this is, I think, the last thing I'm adding in. Let me just check my little list. I've got to use an eyebrow product, I think most people who love makeup do, and I have this on today. I might as well have it in the project. I don't plan on it being finished through the year, but I don't plan on using anything else but this, so I might as well include it in the project. And it's the Kaylin Gelux Eyebrow in Nutmeg. So this is awesome, and this is the starting point we're at. I have had to add some coconut oil to this to make it easier to work with. It is a bit dry, so I've done that, and I'm looking forward to using that. I just really love it. I'm going to search high and low for that. I'm going to go out my way. If I think I'm probably going to end up having to pay about 20 quid for it to get hold of it again, but I am going to do that because I love the shade and I love the product. And then the last 3 products I'm adding in are nail care. Now I don't know how I'm going to do with that in a minute, because my nails need rescuing, and I'm just trying to leave them for as long as possible without being painted at the minute. But I want to get through my Nail Envy Sensitive and Peeling by OPI, and I've marked that where we are. I want to get through my Seche Vite top coat, and I've marked that where we are. And I want to get through my, it is brand new, but I just really love the shade, and it's perfect for winter, and I don't want to bring it over to next winter because it is a tiny little bottle, and so I'm going to aim to have this actually finished up by spring. So this, if not by next update, then the following update, and so around sort of by March time, end of March. And it's the OPI nail lacquer in Colmates. So I think it was one of their sort of Christmas collection this year, just gone 2017 Christmas. So yeah, that's everything. So whew, I'm exhausted now. So I'm gonna go make myself a coffee, and thank you so much if you've gotten this far with the video. I've made myself some notes just to mention. Let's have a look, some things that I forgot to say last, yeah. So I've mentioned everything in my notes that I wanted to say, with the exception of, I always forget to say, please subscribe if you're not already, and thumbs up if you liked this video and enjoyed it or found it helpful or educational in any way. And let me know in the comments if you're a project panner, because I want to know. I love watching project pans, I'm obsessed, and if I haven't heard of you, I haven't found you yet, then do tell me. You won't be marked as spam. Let me know. I want to hear from you, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.